The aerospace industry is full of some tough jobs. Some we know personally, such as the flight attendant and the commercial pilot. But this field's opportunities span far and wide. From the air traffic controller, assuring that traffic of the busiest airports remains safe and uncongested, to the Navy fighter pilot who constantly puts his or her body and mind through several G-forces and stresses to perform maneuvers and accomplish the provided mission. What if I told you there was an individual who broke the color barrier, as at a couple of these jobs? Oscar Holmes was only looking to fulfill his dreams of becoming a pilot when he pioneered a few areas in the aviation arena. Welcome to the Melanated Wings Collection, presented by Better Endeavors, LLC. This week's episode, Volume 1, Episode 13, looks at the barrier breaker, Oscar Holmes, as he became the first Black air traffic controller, Navy pilot, and Navy commissioned officer on record. Born on January 31, 1916 in Dunbar, West Virginia, Holmes attended a segregated school in nearby Charleston. Upon graduating from Garnett High School in 1932, he entered West Virginia State College, a land-grant institution for Black citizens of segregated West Virginia. He earned a B.S. in chemistry in 1936. With a graduate assistantship funded by the National Youth Administration, Holmes earned an M.S. in chemistry from Ohio State University 3 years later. After a short teaching profession, he subsequently found a part-time position as a water and fuel analyst for a power company in Erie, Pennsylvania. While in Erie, Holmes entered the Civilian Pilot Training Program, CPTP. Established in 1939 by the federal government, the CPTP introduced young Americans to aviation. Holmes completed the program and earned his private pilot certificate. Shortly thereafter, he spotted a civil service job announcement at the Erie Post Office that put him on the path to a new career. The Civil Aeronautics Administration, CAA, was looking for air traffic controller applicants with a college degree and a private pilot's license. In 1941, once he completed his training, the CAA offered Holmes a position as an assistant controller at the New York Airway Traffic Control Center with an annual salary of $1,800, $32,805 in 2020, per year. After he accepted the position, the CAA required Holmes to fill out a questionnaire that included a question on race. He excelled as a controller, and in the spring of 1942, the center's chief controller, Robert L. Johnson, told Holmes that he had recommended him for promotion. The promotion, however, never came through. According to Holmes, for 15 years he believed that Johnson had lied to him. Not until 1957 did he learn that someone at the regional headquarters, not Johnson, had stopped the promotion. It was later found that the paperwork had been returned to the center with a notation, "Do nothing on this," written on it. In the meanwhile, Holmes was frustrated by his lack of promotion. Oscar applied to the U.S. Navy in 1942. The Navy was offering commissions to men who had pilot's license and 100 hours of flying time to train as flight instructors and ferry pilots. Although he did not have the requisite flying time, Holmes applied and soon had an ensign's commission. The Navy did not know it had commissioned an African American because of Holmes' light complexion. The Navy did not knowingly have a commissioned Black officer until March of 1944. After finishing flight instructor training at the New Orleans Naval Air Station, Holmes became the first Black flying officer for the U.S. Navy. The Navy assigned him first to sit on the Aviation Cadet Selection Board, and then in 1944 as a ferry pilot for the Naval Air Transport Service, Air Ferry Squadron 3. The Navy treated Holmes as any other officer, which was unique at the time since the military was segregated. Black sailors served in the Black Navy, and Black aviators in the Army Air Corps served in segregated units and were not allowed in officers' clubs. After the war, Holmes returned to his job at the CAA New York Airway Traffic Center, finally receiving his promotion as well as a second promotion 6 months later. In 1950, he became a senior controller. While at his job in New York, Holmes attended Brooklyn Law School as a part-time student. He graduated with a Bachelor of Laws degree in 1954. He earned a Master of Laws the following year. Admitted to the New York State Bar, he opened a part-time law practice. He gave up his practice when he accepted a position at the Federal Aviation Agency's headquarters in June 1959. There, he advanced his career and retired as a GS-15 hearing officer in 1973. Oscar Holmes never set out to be a pioneer. He said he did not particularly relish becoming the first of anything. He merely wanted to find a career that let him enjoy his passion, aviation. Have you ever heard of Oscar Holmes before today? If so, how? And has it left an impact on you? Leave a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. Our next aviator was the first Black woman to earn her pilot's license under the aforementioned civilian pilot training program of the CAA. Dorothy Lane McIntyre will be the spotlight pilot next week. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell to receive notifications of next episode's premiere, along with others to come during our first volume. Feel free to visit our website listed in the description below to learn more about our Volume 1 Chronicles. As always, have an uplifting day and stay up.